Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Bus with me, Deepika, and coming up in the next half an hour. In Premier League, Arsenal returns to the top of the Premier League table following a nervy 1-0 victory at Old Trafford. Man United's Erik ten Hag faces criticism as Manchester United reels at number 8 spot in the points table. In Italian Open, Novak Djokovic faces shocking defeat, says he felt hampered by the after effects of being hit by a bottle on the head. And in Premier League, Royal Challengers Bengaluru keeps up their hopes of making it to the playoff race alive by beating Delhi Capitals. Today, Gujarat Titans all set to take on Kolkata Knight Riders. And now let's get started with all the latest from the world of IPL. Well, Gujarat Titans will host Kolkata Knight Riders in match number 63 of the Indian Premier League in Ahmedabad on Monday. And it's a quick turnaround for Kolkata Knight Riders, who on Saturday night confirmed a spot in the playoffs with a victory over Mumbai Indians. Now, after becoming the first team to qualify for the playoff, Kolkata will look forward to confirm its place in top 2 on Monday by getting the better of Gujarat Titans. On the other hand, after defeating Chennai Super Kings in the last match played on Friday, the Titans will be eager to beat Kolkata Knight Riders and keep their slim hopes of reaching the playoffs alive. Royal Challengers Bengaluru earned their 5th consecutive victory in IPL on Sunday by beating Delhi Capitals by 47 runs in Bengaluru to keep their playoff hopes alive. The target of 188 was not insurmountable, but the Capitals' chase descended into disarray once they lost 4 wickets inside 3.3 overs up front, eventually finishing at 140. Royal Challengers Bengaluru now have 12 points from 13 matches, same as Delhi Capitals, and need a victory against Chennai Super Kings in the last league match on Saturday to push their chase for a playoff berth. Now, the Capitals also need a victory in their final league game against Lucknow Super Giants on the 14th of May to stay in the hunt. And now I'm joined by Suchitra from Newsroom to discuss more on this. A very good evening to you, Suchitra, and thank you so much for joining us here on DD India Sports Pass. Now, first, let's talk about what has happened with Royal Challengers Bengaluru. 5 back-to-back victories on the trot. And it is not wrong to say that RCB is the most unpredictable team. Now, to some delight for the fans, they are also keeping their playoff hopes alive. Suchitra.
Yes, definitely, Deepika. RCB has kept the hopes alive, and recording like the 5th consecutive win is not a mean task. And if we talk about yesterday's win, Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli, they did not do too well yesterday. Still, the team managed to post a respectable total, and then their bowlers did the job to defend it. So it's a good thing for RCB that their over-dependence on Virat Kohli was not evident in yesterday's match, and the other team players, they have shown that they are able to win a match even if Virat Kohli has an off day, and the last match will be very important for them against Chennai Super Kings. But the good thing is they will be playing at home. So the Bangalore crowd, yesterday it was a big support for the RCB bowlers. So in the final match where they face a must-win situation against CSK, the Bangalore crowd will again play the 12th man. So RCB has performed well, and it's time to go for one more step for them. And Virat Kohli had an off day yesterday, but in the next match they will hope that Virat Kohli performs and his Midas touch is again seen in the next match.
Seems like RCB is taking inspiration from the women's team, yeah. And now let's talk about today's match also. Kolkata Knight Riders are the table toppers, but on the other hand, Gujarat Titans playing in their home ground. What do you think? Who will have the loudest roar today?
If we talk about Ahmedabad Stadium, the team chasing, has won 4 out of the 6 matches here. So the toss will be crucial because dew plays a major factor in Ahmedabad. But if we talk about the records, then we have seen that the revenge week, it's been very unpredictable. We cannot say that Kolkata Knight Riders are at the top, so they are the favourites, because on that particular day the teams are coming with surprises. So Gujarat Titans, they have a very slim chances of going to the playoffs, but still they would like to show their firepower, even if they say goodbye to the IPL before the playoffs. And Kolkata Knight Riders, yes, they are at the top. They are the first team to qualify for the playoffs, but they will try their best to be in the top 2. And it's a good turnaround for Kolkata Knight Riders, because the last 2 seasons were not too good for them. So it's good to be in the playoffs, and now they will try their best to win this one and to be in the top 2.
And here again, the 12th player would be playing a key role today, because Gujarat Titans, they would be looking forward to their support from the fans in the stand. Thank you so much, Suchitra, for joining us and bringing us a rounded perspective on the IPL points table and what can we expect from today's match. Now, Royal Challengers Bengaluru have dragged themselves back into the Premier League playoff race after their early season struggles, and skipper Faf du Plessis believes a bolder approach in recent matches had sparked their revival. After losing 7 of their first 8 matches, Bengaluru embarked on a superb 5-winning spree, with Sunday's 47-run victory over Delhi Capitals lifting them to 5th position in the points table with 12 points, which is above Delhi Capitals and Lucknow Super Giants based on net run rate. Now, du Plessis said, and I quote his statement here, "We want to play that style of cricket. RCB talks about playing bold. Just proud that we can actually do that now, putting a performance together. It's just confidence, isn't it? First half of the season, we were really fighting for it, didn't quite come together for us. You just need a couple of guys to find their form in the tournament, and it has happened," unquote. Bengaluru faced 3rd place Chennai Super Kings on Saturday. Now, Chennai Super Kings made short work of Rajasthan Royals in Chennai on Sunday. They cruised to victory by 5 wickets and 10 balls to spare. Chasing below par target of 142 runs, Yellow Army got off to a solid start by adding 32 runs for the opening wicket in less than 4 overs. Though there were minor hiccups when they lost 2 wickets in quick succession in the middle overs, but skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad took them over the line. Gaikwad remained unbeaten on 42, and Chennai Super Kings batter Ravindra Jadeja became only the 3rd player in the history of IPL to be given out an obstructing instruction on the field. Earlier, Chennai Super Kings bowler used the slow pitch to their advantage. Tushar Deshpande and Mahesh Thikshana were excellent with the new ball, and Simarjeet Singh took 3 wickets, reducing Rajasthan Royals to 113 for 3 in 17 overs. However, Riyan Parag scored a quick-fire 47 off 35 to take Rajasthan Royals to the modest. Moving on, but staying on cricket, Pakistan captain Babar Azam went on the top of an illustrious list after his side claimed an impressive victory over Ireland. The Pakistan skipper became the most successful T20I skipper with 45 victories after Pakistan successfully chased down Ireland's sizable total of 193 for loss of 7 wickets. Babar eclipsed Uganda skipper Brian Masaba's record of 44 wins. The victory was powered by a 140-run partnership between Mohammad Rizwan and Fakhar Zaman. Rizwan remained unbeaten on 75, while Fakhar Zaman scored 78. Both the batters helped Pakistan level the series. The 3rd and final game of the 3-match series will be played in Dublin on Tuesday. On to chess now. Magnus Carlsen claimed a jaw-dropping victory in the World Rapid and Blitz Poland event on Sunday after going on a rampaging run where he defeated all other 9 players in a row to pip China's Wei Yu by half a point. The world number 1 went on a 10-game winning streak to overhaul Wei, who was leading by 2.5 points after Saturday. The event also had 3 Indian prodigies: world chess champion challenger D. Gukesh, are Pragnananda and Arjun Arigaisi, besides a host of top grandmasters like Anish Giri, Nodirbek Abdusattorov and Vincent Kimmer. While Pragnananda was 4th and Arigaisi was 5th, D. Kukesh concluded in the last spot. On to soccer now. Arsenal's Leandro Trossard capitalised on Manchester United's dreadful defending to secure a 1-0 victory on Sunday. Trossard scored in the 20th minute when Havertz sauntered barely challenged into space on the right before sending the ball into the box for Trossard to tuck home. The victory saw his side professionally overtake Manchester City atop the Premier League, ensuring the title race will be decided on the final day. While Arsenal, who won for just the second time at Old Trafford in their last 17 visits, have 86 points with one game left of the tightest title race in years. Holder City remains in the driving seat with 85 points and 2 matches to play. Now City, who are aiming for an unprecedented 4th consecutive English top-flight title, can retake the lead if they beat Arsenal's London rivals Tottenham Hotspur on Tuesday. So the English Premier League title race will go to the final day after Arsenal beat Manchester United. Ollie Barrett reports from London.
Well, Arsenal's victory means that we do take ourselves to the final day of the Premier League season on Sunday, whatever happens later this week. And by that I mean in the Manchester City game in hand, which they play in the week against Tottenham. If Manchester City win that game and then win their final match of the season against West Ham, then they will be champions. But if there were to be some other result against Spurs in the week, the game would still go to the final day of the season. On that final day, Arsenal play Everton. And as I say, we do now know that the Premier League season will go to that final day when it comes to who is going to win the title this time around, Arsenal or Manchester City. Arsenal overcoming Manchester United with a fairly routine performance, not particularly exciting at times, but the victory was all that they needed to make sure that they do take the game to that final day of the Premier League season. So all still to play for. Manchester City still favourites to win the EPL title again this season. At the other end of the table, we are nearly done and dusted when it comes to relegation. Luton are all but down now. There is still a slim mathematical possibility that they could survive, but it's fairly impossible for them to do so now. So we do know that the relegated teams will be the 3 that came up to the Premier League from the Championship at the end of last season. There's still some jeopardy as well in the other European spots. Aston Villa, Spurs, Chelsea, Manchester United, Newcastle among those jockeying for the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League spots towards the top of the table. Aston Villa play Liverpool on Monday this week, so there is still, as I say, plenty to play for at both ends of the table, even if the relegation spots are all but decided now. Ollie Barrett in London reporting for DD India.
Staying on soccer, Bundesliga champion Bayer Leverkusen crushed hosts VfL Bochum by 5-0 to stretch their remarkable unbeaten run across all competitions this season to 50 consecutive matches. On Thursday, Xabi Alonso's team surpassed Benfica's long-standing European unbeaten record set from 1963 to 1965 with a 2-2 draw against AS Roma that sent them through to the Europa League final. But they did not ease off against lowly Bochum, scoring twice late in the first half against the last Bundesliga team that beat them in the previous season. Now, they were down to 10 men following a straight red card for Felix Baslek in the 15th minute. Leverkusen, who face Atalanta in the Europa League showpiece match, have 87 points with one Bundesliga game left this season. We are moving for a short break, but still to come on DD India Sports Bus. PSG fans expresses gratitude for forward Kylian Mbappe's time with the club ahead of their face-off at Toulouse. An Australian skydiver becomes the first person to successfully skydive through London's iconic Tower Bridge.
Wherever news breaks, whatever it takes.
Connecting corners, cutting across continents.
Stories that matter from across the globe.
Accurate, authentic journalism that serves you right. From politics to glamour, from sports to world affairs, with a fusion of aesthetics and substance. Introducing news in a new avatar. Experience the world through a new lens. Stay tuned to DD India for an exciting journey beyond borders.
We just don't bring you the news as it unfolds. We get to the heart of the matter.
We don't just present facts, we demystify complex social, political and economic events.
We break stories that shape the world's present and future because you deserve the truth.
I am Tanvi Taneja from New Delhi.
I'm Ollie Barrett from London.
I'm Nick Harper from Washington, D.C.
Join us on DD India Global Monday to Friday at these times.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Sports Pass with me, Deepika. Now, PSG fans express gratitude for forward Kylian Mbappe's time with the club ahead of their face-off with Toulouse on Sunday as they played last home game for them. Now, while some of them expressed sadness, most insisted the focus that should be on his achievements and wished him success with his future club. Mbappe confirmed his departure from Paris Saint-Germain after this season on Friday, opening the door for his expected move to join Real Madrid. He also expressed gratitude for his time at PSG, acknowledging the club's role in his development as a player and as a person.
I think that 7 years at the club is beautiful. It's magnificent. He is a legend, the best scorer in the history. It's beautiful and it's sad. But after 7 years, we have to turn the page. I also understand his desire to leave, the desire to see what is elsewhere, and I think we must celebrate that way and pay him a nice tribute this evening.
As a Parisian supporter, I think Mbappe brought us a lot on the European level. He tried to win the Champions League for us. He did not succeed, as we saw Tuesday, but he tried. Now he is going towards new horizons.
From soccer pitches, now let's move on to tennis courts. Novak Djokovic was knocked out of the Rome Open in the third round on Sunday by Alejandro Tabilo in a stunning 6-2, 6-3 defeat for the 24-time Grand Slam champion. Chilean Tabilo earned the biggest victory of his career by ending Djokovic's bid for a record-extending 41st Masters 1000 title in just over an hour. Alejandro Tabilo is ranked 32 in the world, but was hugely impressive and claimed his first victory over top 10 opponent. The 36-year-old was eliminated 2 days after being accidentally struck on the head by a bottle as he signed autographs following his second-round victory over Corentin Mouton on Friday.
I don't know, to be honest. I have to check that because I thought yesterday, training was different. I was going for a kind of easy training yesterday. I didn't feel anything, but I also didn't feel the same. So today, under high stress, it was quite bad. Not in terms of pain, but just in terms of complete disbalance. No coordination, I was a completely different player from what I was two nights ago. So could be, I don't know. I have to do, I guess, medical checkups and see what's going on.
Third seed Alexander Zverev progressed to the fourth round of Italian Open on Sunday with a 7-6 and 6-2 victory over home hopeful Luciano Darderi. After a close first set, Zverev saved the only break point he faced in the match, while converting 2 of his own, hitting 50% more winners than unforced errors to wrap up victory in under 2 hours. Darderi's loss leaves wildcard Stefano Napolitano the only Italian that will still stand in Rome. Now next up for Zverev is a 4th round match against Portugal's Nuno Portes. Meanwhile, elsewhere on Sunday, Chinese number 1 Zhang Zichen eased past American 21-year-old Ben Shelton by 6-2, 6-4, while Brazil's Diego Monteiro edged a close contest with Miomir Kecmanovic of Serbia by 6-2, 4-6 and 7-6. Meanwhile, in women's singles category, Danielle Collins extended her hot streak, sweeping aside Caroline Garcia by 6-3 and 6-3 on Sunday to advance to the 4th round of the Italian Open. The American converted 5 of 6 breakpoint opportunities to put away the French women in an hour and 22 minutes. Now, this year's Miami and Charleston champion notched her 17th victory in 18 matches as she now looks to book a maiden WTA 1000 clay court quarterfinal. Next up for the number 13 seed is Irina Camelia of Romania, who easily advanced over Belgium's Elise Martinez by 6-2, 6-0. More from tennis, Italian Open 2nd seed Aryna Sabalenka and 5th seed Maria Sakkari both racked up victories on Sunday to advance to the round of 16 in Rome. Belarusian Sabalenka never dropped a service game as she eased to a 6-4, 6-2 victory over Diana Yastremska, her first victory over the Ukrainian in 4 attempts. The Australian Open champ, who's never won in Rome, will next face either 2-time Italian Open champion Elena Svitolina or Russia's Anna Kalinskaya. Earlier, Greece's Maria Sakkari had a slow start in the first set against Annalena Kalina, but pulled away in the second to steal a 7-6, 6-0 victory against the Ukrainian. Moving on, Sebastian Ogier became the first driver to achieve 6 Rally Portugal victories on Sunday. The Frenchman finished 7.9 seconds clear of his Hyundai River Haute Tanak, setting a record for victories at the 56-year-old event by surpassing Finnish WRC legend Markku Eilun. 5 different drivers had led over the course of the week, but Sebastian seized control on Saturday and kept his Estonian rival at bay. Thierry Neuville finished at the 3rd position. Dutchman Olaf Koe won stage 9 of the Giro d'Italia on Sunday, pipping Jonathan Milan by half a field right at the finish line in a breathless sprint at the end of 214 kilometers ride. Jonathan Narvaez was leading with some 150 meters to go before Maglia Rosa holder Tadej Pogacar got involved in the lead up to help his UAE team Emirates colleague Juan Sebastian Molano. Meanwhile, Pogacar retained his overall lead on Monday, and now it is a rest day and the Giro d'Italia resumes on Tuesday. Austrian skydivers Marco Fürst and Marco Wolstenpiel became the first people to successfully skydive through London's iconic Tower Bridge on Sunday. The duo leapt from a helicopter at 3,000 feet and flew across the River Thames before navigating their flight through the bridge towers. The two skydivers reached a top speed of 246 kilometers per hour during the jump. And that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Pass. But let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika Mehtu, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching DD India Sports Pass. Namaskar.